Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Cooking in HD. On today's show, I'm going to be making some chicken korma. I actually happen to have a whole chicken and I've butchered it down into its constituent pieces, and with it I'm going to make some korma sauce and I'm going to make it on the stovetop today. I really enjoy Indian cooking, and if you've been to my website, cookinginhd.com, you'll know that I really like to sample world cuisine. I've had chicken korma before, both in prepared sauces and at restaurants, so I've got a pretty good idea of what it's supposed to taste like, but I've never made it before. So what I've done is I've gone out to the web and collected a bunch of different recipes, and I've taken the elements, the best elements of all those recipes, and combined them into what you're going to see today. I hope you enjoy it. Let me introduce you to the star of our show. This is the chicken. It's skin on and bone in. And I've been marinating this for about 4 hours in sour cream, ginger, and minced garlic. So this is going to have some nice flavor, and we're going to add it to our korma sauce in just a little bit. So you want to make sure that you have this done ahead of time as part of your prep work. Okay, the next thing you want is, in a food processor, dice up 2 onions and mince some ginger. It's kind of important. If you don't mince it, ginger is very fibrous. You might find that it's there are some fibers in your korma. So if I were you, spend the time to mince it. And then I have here half a dried chili, which I've done. It's got the seeds in, so this is going to have a little bit of heat. I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm going to chop it up till it's kind of like a liquid thing. So this is what we're looking for right here, and you can see this is pretty much a pureed liquid. All right, so set that aside, we're gonna use it in a moment. Let me introduce you to the spice mixture for the chicken korma. In this bowl, I have 1 tablespoon each of curry powder, coriander seed, garam masala, and just a little bit of chili powder as well. The next part is actually one of my favorite aspects of Indian cooking, and that's frying the spice mixture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and just drop it right into some vegetable oil, and you can see here that it's frying up nicely. And as soon as I do that, you won't believe the flavors that come out of this. So I'm going to stir this up and just give the spices just a nice bit of a fry before I put anything else in here. And next I'm going to add my onion puree to this and let it go for another 5 or 10 minutes. As you can see, on about medium-high heat, I've been sauteing the fried spices and the onion and chili and ginger puree, and now I'm going to add my chicken with the entire batch of chicken is going in here, and I'm going to fry that up along with the marinade that it was soaking in. So now it's time to fry this up, so I'm going to mix this up a bit and coat the chicken in all the spices and the onion puree. Little sea salt. And now for another 10 or 15 minutes or so, I'm going to let this chicken fry inside the pan with the spices and the onion puree, just to give it a little bit of a browning before we add the rest of the ingredients. Now we're almost there. We just need to add a little bit of coconut cream. I'm going to add some diced almonds and a couple handfuls of some unsweetened coconut shavings. Wow. Look at that. I promise you this is not going to suck at all. Okay, now just a couple handfuls of coconut, or I should say almond, and now a handful of coconut shavings, and now we mix. Just give this a nice, good mix so that everything is fully incorporated. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of water to make sure that the chicken is fully covered, because we're going to let it cook inside the sauce for about 45 minutes. Well, it's been about 45 minutes now. I just want to give you guys a status update here. You can see that the chicken is, I can literally just separate it with a fork, and the different pieces here, the meat is just coming off the bone, so it's very, very tender. This is a piece of wing and it's just coming right off. So I know that this is done, and I'm going to plate this over some basmati rice, and we'll add a few flavors to the rice, and I'll show you what the final product looks like in a moment once it's plated. Our chicken korma over a bed of basmati rice with some saffron and some cinnamon that I've put into it, and I've garnished it with a little bit of parsley. We've got the meat there with some sauce, and we're really going to enjoy this, I'm sure.